And they came, but they started the sweep at like 6.
What do you mean started the sweep?
They was pushing people out. They arrested. When I got here like 7:15 or something, and they was putting people in the back of police cars.
No.
Some dude named Rob. Yeah, I got here. They started the sweeps early. They didn't start at 8 o'clock, but when I got here, they was putting people in the police cars.
Thank you, Bobby.
I appreciate you.
Much love. I apologize. It's all good.
So,
You got credit.
it's part of it. Part of it. Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding and confusing, but it worked. I really needed that. So we were going to just wait for someone else's time while they're busy anyway. See, we're making a difference, and all that man needed was a lot of knowledge, and he just needs us to learn a little bit more. I get him a class, and if I see him once in a while, I'll talk to him the best I can. And I don't want him to fall over, but yeah, watch. There's just like 5 things he's going to pull off today at least, and he knows it's true. When we're sitting on dirt, and his Jeep is gone 1 month ago, so yeah, his life is going to hell. Like it can't get better. Did you pay your registration insurance, or you had the Jeep and like you milked it? You milked it really good.
When I got here, everybody was cleared out. I took
You
a
didn't
walk
go
through
to
the
jail for
trails.
that?
Everybody was gone.
So that's
miracle.
wrong,
That's a
dude.
blessing.
That's hella wrong.
Oh, fuck, you went to jail. And you served time. And then you got out and had the dogs. You got the dog. Okay, so you served 5 years for that. Did you lost the Jeep a month ago and didn't get in trouble?
No.
Okay, so you got lucky. That's a miracle. Right now, the dogs could be out of your life,
That's
you could be crying in jail. So that's a miracle that the Jeep went, and now we're just going to work on everything by foot. And I want to see if you can handle this, because we're going to learn something on the way there. Because if you can't handle a dog, I'm not going to be wrong, and you're going to be honest with yourself, and you're going to know the answer. And you can't lie to yourself, and you can't lie to us. But like, let's go see if you can walk these dogs and take care of them. I'm going to help you go to Shell.
They could have been taking Rob because they had him in the back for a while.
Dude, yeah, no, Rob was definitely upset. But for them to do it this way, no wonder he popped off.
Exactly.
Morning.
Morning.
It's your stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. I'm glad you can make use of it. My name's Wes.
Melanie.
Melanie,
Yeah.
nice to
Or
meet
they
you.
call me Red.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Where's Paul? Around?
He had to start his first day at work today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So are they going to set you up for the night in 3 days or whatever?
Yeah, they got us in a gateway until Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what? Right? No, well, the thing is, push to say you need project room key, you need to stay in. Now that they took away the housing you had, they need to provide you housing. Otherwise, what was the deal? What was the real purpose? Because the whole point is to be humane. So where is it? Where's the follow through? Because this cycle gets everyone else paid, but it still puts you out in the cold.
Yeah.
There's human suffering that is paying for all of their grandiosity. 3 days of what? Dude, did you see the notice? It said the 8th at 9 a.m. yesterday. Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, they came in last night. The cops came in actually twice yesterday.
Okay, tell me.
And they came in first in the early afternoon for this electric bike that was stolen. Yeah, and yeah, that's been crazy. They said, we're going to come back every day until we find it. Okay, well, it had nothing to do with me, so I don't really care. Then they came in last night at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. This is the sheriff's department. You guys know you're supposed to be out of here. And it's like, look, my husband has a broken hand. The day they served us an eviction, he was coming to get me and wrecked his bike and landed on his head and broke his hand. So he had a mild concussion with a broken hand. I'm only one person. I couldn't do it all by myself. And I told him, not just that, but on the paper, like, what time is it?
It's 9 o'clock just now.
Just now, not even.
Just now. Oh, yeah. 8:41.
If I recall, I don't know if I have my paper.
Yeah, 9 a.m., correct?
I I don't. On
9 a.m.
the paper, it said vacate time 9 a.m. They were in here by 7 a.m. to make sure we get out.
No, that was dirty. That was dirty. No, nobody, that's a breach of
All my
contract.
stuff.
Did they
not-
get more back there?
They're bulldozing it. Yeah.
Right. We wonder about ecological devastation. They got a bulldozer back there?
Well, not yet. They got that thing.
Okay.
But they can't go back there legally with that thing.
Not
And
with that
if
thing.
they do,
Yeah.
that's a problem because there are a species of trees and animals in there that are not anywhere else. And I don't know that people really realize that. Like,
Well, and
You
that's
know,
part of the issue of their public
I
nuisance
even
argument.
started a garden back there. I did, like just trying to make it prettier.
Would you say you're a good steward of the land?
Yeah. I've been living like this on my own, not because, well, partially because I had to, but not because I want to. I don't like living in a house and being in it, you know what I mean? But I don't dirty it up. I take out my trash, I'm a firm believer in you pack it in, you pack it out. Don't cut nothing new, only use dead, I feed the birds. I am a hummingbird feeder,
You're making the best of what you got. And you're being responsible, caring, considerate, good human.
I just think
Balance.
it's wrong how they do this, I mean, I could see doing it if there was a big problem, like, if people were getting broke into or, there were serious issues, or even anything back there, but there was only maybe 9, 10 at the most of us back there. It's not like there were 400 of us, and we were all close and, talked and looked out for each other, and then all this, it's like it's too much. And what I don't understand is if it's private property, where's the private property signs? Where's the no trespassing signs? None of that exists. None of it. So I stayed in Monterey and Seaside for 5 years before coming here. Now, the homeless over there are pretty ruthless. They don't really give a crap. They will cut fences. They will jump, This is Carmel. It's a little bit way chill, if you can tell. There's not many homeless over here. I don't care what anyone says. There's not that many. And you hardly see any of us. And then the ones you do see, I don't normally look like this, but you can't. 9
Right.
times out of 10, people
don't.
don't even know I'm homeless. Because I take care of myself. Just because I'm homeless don't mean I have to look it, smell it, act it. I do take care of myself. I actually am a college graduate, and I'm a state-tested nurse, and I mean I've got my associates in business. I could do anything I wanted. I've been there, done that. I was working 3 jobs, taking care of kids and a house, and I just got tired of it. But what I'm saying is had they put up a fence over here, if they did, I don't see anybody cutting that fence or anything. And that's just my opinion, only because this is Carmel, and people are more caring, but the homeless are more caring about it too, because we respect the fact that
Right.
these
Nobody
people
wants to get
are
in trouble.
exactly. We don't, and that's why we came here, because it's no drama, no bullcrap like it is over there. I mean, I got friends over there, don't get me wrong, I love them to death, but I love being able to say I'm going home to Carmel where I don't have to worry about none of that crap. So I don't see how that, I mean, I think that's just an excuse. I mean, whatever, I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I'm just another human being, but, just uprooted from everything yet again, and it sucks. And also, I was taking trash out. That trash pile up here, I took 28 bags of trash out on my own. You know how disgusting
looking
that
at-
was? It was like that before I got here. But the thing is where are the trash cans?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they that we can get to?
It's yeah.
You know, I understand they have to pay, but at the same time, do you want trash everywhere? Or do
Right.
you want it to be put away and disposed of properly?
Well,
We can't throw it away if we can't get to a trash can. Whether we're living illegally or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
which, personally, I take my trash out at night and throw it in a dumpster anyway. I don't really care, but, you know, at least it's going in the trash. You know? I try. I try. And there's only so much I as one person or me and a few of us can do. You know? Yeah. Money, I hate money. It's the root of all evil, I feel. Honestly. I mean, I don't have any of it. I don't have a lot. Any at that. You know? I recycle. That's how I usually get my money. Go around and pick up recycle. And do odd jobs here and there. But it's hard. It's not easy. You know? I could leave my stuff here. My husband and I left for 2 days, came back, and nothing was touched. Can't do that in Monterey and Seaside, unfortunately. And it sucks. That's why I liked it over here. But I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. It pissed me off because they came in at 7 a.m. 6:30 a.m. And it's like, the paper says vacate time 9 a.m. I should have had 3 more hours. If I could have had the time that I was allotted, there wouldn't have been that much stuff left back there, and I would have gotten to clean it up. Like, I had to pick and choose, and then they were like, well, we come back in just a little while. You better be gone or you're going to jail. Okay, so my husband has a broken hand, and I have a 5-month-old dog. And I'm supposed to do all this by myself because you won't allow him back down into the woods. Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, what do I need? I'm a female. I need everything, okay? But I can't do it on my own. Like, they wanted me to get what I could carry, and it's like,
One trip.
you know?
Yes.
You forget I have an animal? Oh, well, you can get all that again. You have
You're
money.
welcome to come back, yeah.
I don't. Okay, you know how hard it is? No, they don't get it. So I'm trying to get my stuff out, and here they come. And I'm like, I'm trying, I got my pile here. Well, you need to pick and choose. We already took one to jail. Do you want to go? Well, thank God for Addie and them, because they helped me get my stuff out, and the cop was actually turned to be really kind of okay, and he was like, we don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. Then why are you doing it?
That part.
The paper says 9 a.m. If you guys were going to be here at 6:30, it should have said 6:30 a.m. Hello? Like, my husband's crippled right now, unfortunately. I'm doing all this on my own. I haven't slept in 2 days. 2 days. I barely ate. I can't afford to even eat right now. And you guys are... Oh my God.
And they wonder where the trauma comes from, the mental illness or the stress. Maybe it's inflicted. Maybe it's an abusive nature.
He wanted me to leave my cooler. He says, well, you gotta pick and choose. I said, I don't have food right now, and you want me to leave my cooler? Is that important, he says? No, dude, I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink. I had to pull all my stuff out of the ice and throw it in the wheelbarrow just so I could get it. Stupid.
It's terrorism. Domestic terrorism.
my dog's supposed to go without dog food. And so then when I'm done, the cop is walking up with my dog food bin, and he goes, "Here's Irene's food." Well, glad you had a change of heart, buddy. I get no blankets,
Oh, fuck.
no pillows, not my tent, no shelter, nothing. What you see is what you get. I run an online store. Everything that is in my store is gone. I had to choose. So my only way of money is gone. I try. I'm not out robbing people and stealing and doing that. Like, I work hard and honest for my shit, and it gets taken from me. Speaking of, that's the bin right there.
That blue one?
Yep. That's all my stuff.
Maybe we can try to get it right now. Hey, this lady's kind of crying over this bin right here. She's saying this is her stuff. I don't know.
I don't know.
Right. You just like seeing everybody's possessions go away, huh? It's your preference.
Okay, it's gonna work out. I promise you it will.
So I just asked and the supervisor waved it. Said no way.
You can replace everything.
Well, there was money to be made.
That was my money.
You'll be fine. You have many years ahead of you in life. If you were to look back on this, it won't even matter in 10 years. You're gonna be
That's
fine.
not the point. That's
You're
my
successful.
money. That's what I do.
You're gonna get somewhere though in life. You are gonna get somewhere, and things will work out. You got pushed along, and it's gonna be okay.
Rich Hamilton.
Hey, Rich.
Things
How
are
you
gonna
doing?
work.
Right on, man. Good to see you in person.
Hope I don't have poison.
Oh no, well, sorry.
This is Carlos, and he's with the Crossroads. And he was asking how long the trucker was going to be here and what the plan was.
Oh, well, I mean, we're just trying to help relocate at the moment. So, you know, like for the sweep, at least we're trying to get it loaded with stuff and you know, help people relocate somewhere.
Yeah, well, I understand. So, he was wondering how long he was going to be here. And
Probably for the day, I guess. Is that all right?
Day.
Yeah, is that all right?
Well, the thing is, if they're not conducting business here, then I can't have them here the whole day.
Okay.
This is precious parking for our customers, and we don't want to give that scene out where, you know, there's people, you know, people thinking that people are possibly living here on property. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So-
well, you see, there's a lot of high activity at the moment.
do
I mean, as long as
understand,
these guys
yeah.
are here, I guess that's how long we want to
As long
stay.
as they're here, then that's fine. But
Okay.
then they gotta, yeah,
All right. No, we won't stay overnight.
they can't. Or else
That's fine.
we will get them towed. So
Okay.
yeah.
Appreciate
All right,
that.
Thank you so much.
Of course. The police came early at 9 a.m. On the May 8th is what the notice said, and which was Mother's Day. So, like that was already a huge gut trauma-inducing issue to begin with. We stayed all day looking for them. They didn't come. So, okay, tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Well, they came at 6:30, and they rousted everybody out and arrested as many as they could, and you know, I mean, now it's all claimed. And all of this lady's investments, you know, she's watching it go in the dumpster right now.
yeah, I know. That's where we.
But there's a lot of it
Chance
though.
to-
There's too much
Yeah.
of it over there.
Okay.
It's a big
Yeah, no,
house
it's all
project.
right. No, it's
It's
true.
very large. I was just there.
Right.
It's got to get all clean.
Cleaned as in like
No,
empty.
dude,
You know, I mean.
Go away.
Those things
There's-
can't be like that. I was part of.
Sure.
This
Well,
area
you
back in
know,
the
so
day.
there's a difference between trash and possessions, and you
But
know,
we will
it's
figure
not
it
all.
out. We'll figure it out.
Well, what was figured out is it's all going in the dumpsters, so that's figured out.
Only
so
the
what are we
trash,
talking
probably,
about?
maybe.
Well, it's all trash now because possessions is now garbage.
Unfortunately, see what
So I don't
you
understand what
is
you're talking
that
about.
My camp was the
Well, if you want to walk there with that camera with me, let's have that talk.
Oh no, I've seen some of the empty.
Come over there and walk.
I've seen the dump there too.
Let's go there together and have that talk. It's very hard.
I've seen it. No,
we're
I've
not
seen
together on location, so you're wrong.
Yeah, no, I've seen the garbage.
You're still wrong. We're working together, so just be nice. We're working together, and you're wrong.
Well,
and she deserves the help, and life is going to get way better for her. You can't just go have that many materialistic items in the court of law on a place that's just more than stagnant itself. It's just more than just trash. It's like rotten. It's stuff that's just everything you could imagine that shouldn't be. Okay,
I agree with
everything that happens to a location.
Sure.
So it's a zone that's overdone. It's an overdone zone. So it's getting wiped and cleaned, and that's it. If she couldn't do it herself, what do we need, 2 years to do each little thing and pull it out? No, if she can't figure out to bring the trash back, what's trash is trash, we can teach and share. And I hate the word teach, but share sounds a lot better. You should have came and shared that knowledge for money months, helping her bring it back out. If it should have been, but everyone else got to do something, and I can only do so much myself.
Did you see her right over the clearing? There's, a whole set of trash, right? Bags and everything.
They threw.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was wheelbarrow, right, by this lady and others, to put it there from deeper in the woods.
But still, none of it should even be, anything
I agree with that.
Taken there should be taken completely carried back to a can.
Right.
If you were able to leave this ground right from here or from that Rio Road and you walked with this stuff, you should be able to be responsible enough to take your stuff, just like going to a beach and leaving a beach with your stuff.
Yeah,
Not
right.
leaving frisbees and baseballs and mitts and like personal blankets and jacket, and you're not going to leave a bag there and leave the beach by. That's for someone else, right?
Yeah, of course
we just
not.
give it to the beach and leave it there with the trash and the bag and something from the deli over here, over at Bruno's Market. It says Bruno's Market, and there's pasta and there's all this shit for the birds, and the birds choking on a plastic spoon, right? So I can get ridiculous on camera if you want.
Oh, I don't mind.
But she's definitely gonna have a better life, and that's fact. Life gets better.
Okay.
Yeah, life gets better. Yes, it does. It gets better from getting pushed forward. Just like anything helping someone someone should have came and helped her, then reposition her stuff already than this last minute stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
So it could be better maybe next year.
Oh
maybe guys like you create
what?
Well, there should have been why didn't no one told me. I would have helped. Why didn't this guy help? A whole bunch of people. Why wouldn't he come help her bring her all her stuff out? See, it didn't happen.
Oh well, we came by a couple days ago with the U-Haul. Offered to bring stuff out. It takes a while for people to get triggered and get
to
started.
bring all that stuff out of there. There's too much of it. In 3 days, the whole thing is too much. It's just too much and too much time, and it's too many items over there, and we're done talking about it pretty much. And you guys know it's true.
Oh yeah, no, and we certainly don't have another place to put it.
It looked like a 2-bedroom motel. It was just too many It's too many materialistic items, though. It's impossible to get it out in 3 days for yourself. So you should be able to, if you really want to live somewhere for 3 days and be able to move fastest in 3 days, you should only have enough items that you can.
For just 3 days.
Well, you should be. If you're not supposed to be, how about 24 hours and you go to the next camp spot and you take your backpack off? Well, you're not allowed to do this though. You're allowed to have a backpack.
I don't.
Well, do you want to bring this all up to the camp spot up in Monterey? I don't think you're allowed to bring all that up to the camp spot. You're only allowed to have a tent and small stuff.
This is the shortest period I've ever had. I lived on the hill for a year and a half. Okay.
You know what? You're gonna have a better life shortly. You know that? Everything's gonna get better. These materialistic things are gone.
Okay.
And it's life.
And having less will be better.
Yep, having less will be better.
That'll solve it.
You can replace anything you want, and you got stuff right now. You're not going to be able to put it anywhere because it's going to eventually be in your hands.
Well, we'll see. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, to be honest. She got to go somewhere, and that's the thing. Where do they belong? Where can they belong?
Here, put the camera on both of us.
Okay.
Right, where do they belong?
Yeah, where do they belong?
They belong with your answer that you're going to come up with once you realize you can't have that materialistic stuff there, like too much of it.
Okay.
So then you'll come up with the answer.
Yeah.
You're the future.
400 square feet in the tent.
Huh?
400 square feet.
Too much. It's too much.
Too much.
Big.
20 feet by 20 feet.
Why are you? You're not allowed to go do that.
That's not even a 2-car garage.
You're not even allowed to have that stuff there, so it's okay. But no one's against her. Okay. No one's against anything. Whatever angle you got on this angle, it doesn't matter.
All of their possessions that are clinged onto It's beside the point. We're getting rid of all the possessions right now, right? Okay, so now we just have the person. Life is better.
Hold on.
So how
They're
do
just
we
doing trash
maintain
only,
this
right,
better?
sir? They're only doing
How
trash?
do we maintain this better? No,
Okay,
it's possessions.
we can make
you
it
kidding
better.
me?
We can make it better. We are going to
Okay,
make it
then
better.
tell me how.
She's going to tell you the answer
Oh,
when
that's
her
it?
life gets better.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you go
She
look,
has
and then we'll go look
because
back
she
on
has
this
less
camera
and
footage.
She's crying and it's better.
She has less. Did she get all the things she wanted to keep? Did she get all the
No.
things? No, she had 3 days.
No, in fact,
Why didn't?
no.
Why weren't you here for 3 days?
Oh no,
You didn't help
we've been
her?
looking around.
Did you help her?
I got a U-Haul here.
Did you help her?
You know, when people choose
No,
to
I was here
decide
this
when
morning.
they will do
Dude,
it.
I would. If you were gonna help her, you would have been here 24 hours working every day, helping her pull this stuff out. What's so hard about that?
His place.
Where have you been?
I was here. I've already pulled
Really?
stuff out.
You sound
Man,
very.
I
I pulled
see
trash
you.
out more
You
than
sound
you.
very compassionate.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's how
you
much
should
you
have
care
helped
about
her.
people.
I did not see you here helping her.
I didn't see you offering either.
Actually, some other friends already had connection with her.
I don't
didn't
know.
have to
You should have been
directly.
here every day. If you
He's
want to help so
done-
bad,
he's
a guy
done
like you
quite
can
a
do
lot,
it. You could be here
sir.
every day and almost pick up everything
Yeah.
yourself
And
and
you
do
know
it.
That's
what?
true.
This
That's
has
true.
nothing
Yeah,
to
you could
do
have,
with
maybe.
you. So
I
why
could.
don't
But
you
you
never
go
stopped.
try someone
Then
else?
the
You know what's even better
24
is working smarter, not harder, changing the policy altogether.
All right. Well,
The
hope you
way these
succeed.
guys did
Hope
it,
you
the way
succeed,
these
brother.
guys did it right here, 6:30 in the morning when they posted 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
job. You're
Oh, no,
smiling.
that's
Look
you.
at you. Your face looks horrible.
Keep
You look
going.
sad. You look
going.
horrible. You don't look happy. Be happy.
I wish I could be happy.
Why? Why are you so upset for?
Well, because people are crying.
No, she's gonna
and
be
you don't give a
okay.
shit.
She's
That's the
alive.
problem. That's
She
the
could
problem.
she could have a pneumonia.
Where's she allowed to be?
She could have stepped on
Now,
something
you know
funny
what?
and poked
She's
herself.
now a future
She could be
criminal, so now
injured.
what?
No, she's not a future criminal. No, she's not.
Where's she allowed to
You're
be?
making her a future criminal.
Where's she allowed
She's
to
got
be?
places to go. She
Well,
does.
is the
This
police gonna
world,
come after
we're
her?
living within a
So
split
you
second
can't
of
be
the
here?
universe. I'm sorry.
police gonna
We're
say you
living
can't
right
be
now,
here?
growing together. Someone's going to help her. Yeah, someone's going to come out of the woodwork better than your face, looking like a fucking toilet. And Gordon Ramsay
you
just
got?
made you laugh. Yeah.
all you
You want
got?
to have Gordon Ramsay talk to you? Maybe.
Man,
Maybe
you
he
got
can
no
solve the
substance. You got no
kitchen.
substance to your
Maybe he'll
argument.
solve the
No
kitchen in there.
substance
Gordon Ramsay,
whatsoever.
go check out that kitchen. This guy.
Why don't you
is
go harass
fucking a
somebody
joke.
else?
Hey!
Why don't you go harass someone else?
No, you go harass
Go.
yourself.
Hey, what's your name, by the way, if you want to
Gordon
say?
Ramsay. My name's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
I think
you
his name's
chicken
Richard,
coward.
Because he was the one that was at my camp last night being did. Huh?
He told you life is better. Your life is better now.
Oh yeah, I'm growing peaches and apples. He was the one that came to my camp last night, mentioned his name, and I didn't hear him. And I said, "Who are you?" And he says, "It's none of your business. Don't worry about it." And took off running and destroyed everything in the pathway. I mean, whatever he saw, he kicked and hit and knocked. I said, "How dare you come to my spot and disrespect me and then not even answer my question?" I have a feeling he was coming to see if we were there because he was going to rob us. Other than today, I saw him. He was following me, actually. The night before last, he had started stalking me at Safeway. And now that I think about it, and hasn't stopped since because he's in the same clothes. And I
negative energy
appreciate
goes
you
away.
helping, and you were here. And I'm sorry that I wasn't here. My husband was here that day.
And people have to make the choice. I can't force anyone to do it.
Well, my husband was here, but he wasn't feeling good because he had the mild concussion and, the hand. And I had to go running some errands and stuff. And then Paul's van ended up messing up, and we had to get a job, and it was just one thing after another.
Oh,
So when we
no.
finally got here, I think you had just left.
Yeah.
The night that it got here, I started packing, and then I ended up sitting down and I passed out. I mean, I was exhausted, so I was out. And then my thing was packing it. And as soon as it was packed, I would start bringing it up. If I would pack and bring it up, I wouldn't get nothing done. And bless
One
his
step at a
heart,
time.
he did what he could, but it was more of a fight than anything. But, I mean,
Mr. Way, I thought I'd introduce myself. I'm Jeanette. I serve as the president of the Big Sur Land Trust.
Oh,
And
wow.
So I know you've been talking with Rich. He's our
Yeah.
operations
you,
officer. But I
Jeanette.
just thought we should meet. So you know
Fantastic.
that- I know that the Coalition of Homeless Services has been really involved in, all of, they've had folks out here. There've been multiple service providers. that
Sure.
have been
Everyone else is
coming
getting
out.
paid. That's nice.
You know.
Well, 3
they
days
come out,
of a
take our
voucher.
names, bring us some food, bring us some clothes that we don't
They
wear.
didn't even help carry anybody's
you know,
possessions out.
But nobody helps us get anywhere else.
I saw the CSUMB helping to carry stuff out. The Che
Specifically for this right here.
yeah, they were helping to carry things this
That's
morning.
good. But was that in their plan? Was that in their policy and procedure? Was that part of the step-by-step?
I think the
They
plan.
came.
This was impromptu.
Because
They
the
came to
paper
help.
said 9 a.m. 9 a.m. is when we had time to, and they were pushing us out at 6:30 a.m. You know how much I lost?
I'm sorry about that. You know. I'm
9
sorry.
That's a breach of
a.m. That
contract.
was their handwriting. Carmel Police's handwriting, and they come in and take everything at 6:30 a.m. That's not right.
And come to arrest people prior to the eviction time.
And
I mean,
Rob
you know,
was
if people had
sleeping. That's why they
people don't have
arrested him,
rights.
because
That's
he
the whole
was
thing. If you had
sleeping.
tenant rights, you'd get that 9 o'clock. They wouldn't come at 6:30. That'd be already beep.
Well,
They arrested him because he was sleeping.
I know there's a 72. I think the 72 hours was up yesterday, so I was under the impression that after any time
On
after
Mother's
the 72
Day.
hours.
On Mother's
My
Day.
oh my! Make it abundantly clear. Wow. Okay. Well,
when the cops
gobbledygook
came
of
in
words
last night
that
at
works real
10:30,
well. I
they
mean,
said
contracts
morning.
is the livelihood of everything. So I suppose.
I don't know what to say. We're following the rules and the procedures.
That's what
and we're
humane
doing
is.
what we can.
Yeah.
So,
Fantastic.
that is. In fact, we're doing more than a private landowner.
That's true, well, and I appreciate that. I do. You folks are going further, and that's why I'm not putting any real onus on you at all. You know, because it's the county, the way they do business, because they need perpetual criminals. This is Jim Crow enacted. This is mass incarceration. We need people to pick on. We'll give you food, we'll give you clothing, but if you can't afford the rent, we're taking it all back. Might even take you to. What I'm trying to do is convey to the county how much they're failing.
Oh, they're feeling miserably. Like, help us. Help
Please.
us. Don't hurt us. Most of us don't want to go to jail. We don't want to cause problems. We just want to live. We are no different than they are. We all bleed red. We're all human beings. We all have a purpose. If we didn't have a purpose, we wouldn't be alive right now. Okay, so be a solution instead of the problem, like a problem instigator, I guess. You want to consider us a problem, but 9 times out of 10, we're not the problem. It's the instigators that instigate us, i.e. the cops, the business people, the people that want to make an ordeal or a problem out of something that it's not. Like, I swear I've seen so many people start an argument or something that has no need to be an argument, or make something worse out than what it is, just to have drama, or give somebody a reason to take somebody to jail or whatever. Like, the jails are already magically so full of people that don't even need to be in there. I'm just realistically, people have said, oh, just get a big piece of land and put all the homeless on it. That ain't gonna work. That will not work. I will be the first to tell you right now, it's not gonna work. You cannot have a bunch of different kinds of people, homeless or not, in a vicinity living together, because it just wouldn't work. There are people out here that have land everywhere, that don't do anything with it, that just have a bunch of woods. Open up bits and pieces of your land for a couple of people here and there. Have rules. Help me take care of the land. Don't cut down nothing, it can work. It can. If there were just people out there who actually cared just a little bit. Hell, look, we had 10 of us living out here in this little patch of woods, and every one of us got along. I mean, yeah, we had our little quirks, but we got along and we helped each other. Okay, that's 10 people deducted from, on a little piece of land. Okay, so you get 10 or 20 people who have little bits of land and put 10 or 20 on each land, there's what? Over 100 homeless that have a place to go. But there needs to be rules, I don't know. I've thought about different scenarios and different things that would work and ways that it wouldn't.
Free photos, huh? How nice for tourists. Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing? What's going on? Morning.
I thought my friend might need some help.
Okay, great. Come on over.
Blocking the road, huh?
They weren't even coming in to clean up until today, so why did we have to be out yesterday?
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
Yeah. Well, because
They're
you were a
not-
criminal for a day, and ever after. This whole eviction thing. That's how come I guess they felt pretty as they pleased to just route people out and arrest anyone indiscriminately. Because as far as they were concerned, they did their legal due diligence by telling you Mother's Day, 9 a.m., you should have been gone. Which is ridiculous. I mean, what a Mother's Day gift. Bravo, folks. You know?
birthday balloon. It was my birthday last week. It's been shitty ever since.
You see that birthday balloon? Is that yours too?
Yeah. All that stuff there.
But to them, it's all trash. Well, now that they tore it out and dug it down here, you know, a lot of things are damaged as well. They happy, they all get paid.
They're making a pile of stuff that they want to keep.
They're not supposed to do that.
They're not, but they do. I've watched them. Caltrans does it too. I have a storage unit, but I got behind, and then everything that happened, like they slapped me with late fees, and I went to the church over in PG and signed up to get help. Hopefully, either paying it all out or paying something so that it didn't go to auction. And I haven't heard back from them. I try to stay organized and clean. I mean, none of my stuff is not trash. That's the thing. Like, it's not. And I mean, as you can tell, I don't live like that. It's trash now. When I lived on the hill, we had our bedroom and we had our living room. I had a bathroom that I built with a toilet that drained out. That's how I made my bed.
Oh, yeah. The crates.
Yep.
It's important.
From back there?
It's not
Well-
trash, that's my stuff.
Possessions as well as debris. It's both.
Sorry I offended you.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, you know, after 9 a.m., it became all trash.
Okay. Well,
No, 6.
But that's somebody's bed.
That was my kitchen table.
Yeah. Yeah, we all need a household. I mean, the bigger issue is where do they go? Where do they belong?
yeah.
You know.
There's no other services that can provide for them?
Well, the big, no, Project Room Key is full. They're giving them a 3-day hotel voucher, but what happens after 3 days?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're not allowed back there. So where did they go? I mean, now they're criminals, wherever they go. Can't afford the rent, and there's no way they're gonna tomorrow. There's no space for anybody. I mean, look at the way the prices keep going up. You can't keep up anymore. So what's supposed to happen? I mean,
Like Devendorf Park, downtown Carmel, there's an open space there with toilets.
yeah. I wonder how long. I wonder, you know.
I'm making a joke because rich people don't want anybody near their place.
Right, or to see them, which is why they were hiding back there, you know. And yeah, it's near riparian zone, and they could have treated the place better, you know, which is one of the main reasons, public nuisance, and there were large items of debris in large areas, and you know, it definitely makes sense. But even the ones who were keeping their place clean were also routed out, you know. So is it really about the mess, or is it about the people? And, you know, yes, of course it's about the people. Well, if they're not paying rent, then I guess, you know, they didn't pay their protection money. You know, I mean, that's the only way anyone's really protected. Otherwise, about 2 or 3 times a day, the police come by. And which means 30-40% of a police officer's day is, you can't be here. Which is like, how do we, that is such a waste of resources. That is not a high priority call. But yet, that is what we consume most of our time with, the police.
Are you staying here too?
No. No, I help provide the U-Haul. And you know, trying to support and represent the folks outside, not represent the county.
How many people were living back there?
8.
And you know what? I bike around here every day. I didn't even know that. So you had a small footprint and you kept your low profile. Wow.
Right. Well, and they've been coming here the last 3 days ever since they gave the notice to harass people. And they put the notice for Mother's Day yesterday at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.
That, what, 24 hours?
To be out.
Yeah, to be evicted by Mother's Day, 9 a.m. And so, by their calculation, when they came at 6:30 this morning, their time had already passed, and you're lucky they waited this long. So then they arrested a guy because he was like, "What happened at 9 o'clock?" And I got to pack up now. He was on his way. There's a half a dozen people that just packed in and packed out. That's it. You know.
Well, like her, I don't know your name, but you may not have the ability to carry a lot of your stuff or a ride or, you know.
Well, and she had a husband that just broke his arm too. So he couldn't carry anything. So she had to carry everything herself. And you know, the real issue is, where do they land? How can they be somewhere? How do we validate these people instead of creating criminals?
I've always driven by Fort Ord and there's lots of buildings there, but, you know, it costs money to turn them into livable housing.
Oh yeah. Well, every jurisdiction has claimed all of that land already. You know, so now it's jurisdictional property, and they expect a best development use, which may take 10, 20 years to happen. But until then, nobody's allowed. CSUMB has a whole quarter mile of pavement, and nobody's allowed. You know, I mean, there's plenty of areas that people could be, but nobody's allowed, and permission is the cheapest thing. Show me that again. What about what did you just find?
My purse with my keys.
So they scurried you out so quick you forgot your purse.
Yeah. And my food. That's not all there. I will know by this evening my storage unit, and I'm hoping the church pays for all of it, because if they don't pay me out to zero, I'm gonna have to pull everything out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's my entire online business.
Yeah, no. Well,
I have one bin in there of personal stuff. The rest is my business, and I haven't been able to do my business in 2 weeks because of all the bullshit. I've lost so much money.
But you have a phone? You have a phone?
I do, but the one that I have that's a service broke, so I have to get a new phone. So now I'm just on Wi-Fi now, for the moment. I have a phone, it's just the phone don't work.
You were able to go back there to look for the dolly. What'd you find back there? To go back to your place?
It's pretty much cleaned up, except they left my flower bed. They stomped on one, which I might go get my rose bush later. They had half of my food box taken out and put into a crate for themselves. They've got some of my random items, a vintage Elvis Presley doll that I got in remembrance of my friend who passed away. A couple other things, a couple tools that we didn't want, but they don't know that. Tarps, my canopies, just pushed to the side, you know, as if they were going to keep it. They've done more damage to the trees and the plants than there was before they went in. way more. There's still trash laying everywhere. They didn't even really pick up the trash, just the stuff.
Well, yeah, because here is the bin separated from this orange box.
My food bin.
Yeah.
And that food was separate, and that all was in here because this was full.
It's full to the rim, and some of these items probably weren't even on the top either.
No, because everything was in here stacked like boxes and yeah, you know, organized. Oh, Lord, there's one of my canopies. Surprised they're not keeping them because they're good.
What's
that?
Everybody look good.
Wacko. They took the motor off?
Took the motor off.
So tell me more about that.
There's a motor on there.
So it's an electric bike?
Yeah, no, it's a gas bike.
Gas bike?
Yeah.
And the motor's gone?
The motor's gone.
How peculiar?
You use it for a chainsaw or anything, it's just like a motor. It's usable.
Thank you.
John.
It'll all work out. It always does. Should have did it sooner.
Oh my God! Shut up and go away!
Sooner we did this left.
Well, being able to come up, I mean, where place to be is what it's all about. You can grow from there. Just stuff in the uprooted is a big deal. Oh, hey, they're saying you come and get some stuff. Come, check it out. He's looking in the bag right there. Hey, right on, right on.
Thank you!
Yeah, this will save us a good $7,500.
Nina's backpack. Thank God.
What I'm hoping I'm trying to tell everybody to do, because this thing tomorrow for the Zoom call, it's got this, you know, because we talked to the board of supervisors and telling them how much they're failing you, and now they took away your housing, they need a housing permanently. Otherwise, give me at least 400 square feet, you know, 20 by 20. It's not even a 2-car garage. So you need an address, you need a permanent place to be, you know, because this is what creates that mental illness everybody's so worried about. I mean, it's high stress. As soon as they come and tell you gotta go, dude, your whole world is turned upside down.
Good.
Right on.
Right.
Bring it.
For you. So here, can you put your clothes in it?
Is that what CSU and B gave you?
Yeah.
But they took back the bins.
Yeah.
See, because you should be able to live your life out of a backpack and a couple of plastic containers. Because that's what they allotted for you. See, and what they allot for you is already the problem. They're not trying to solve the problem. And I guess what I'm trying to do is legitimize people, and to them, that's an additional problem. But you need somewhere to be, you know. And then I let it down. That one was looking like a double windfall. There might be people behind Safeway that they're going to get or something.
There's one guy, he's a nut job. That's why they don't mess with him. He doesn't drink. Why is that?
2 cop cars right there, and they just went to the back. This one behind the storage shed, and then I don't know where they went after that. Yes, yeah. 1 o'clock. Don't forget 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.